I didn't change the thing. All right. That's all right. I can change that later. All right. All right, we're good. Because we start the pregame. Do that? That gets Dan in the room. Okay, we've got a decent signal. All right. Yeah, we're okay. I think we're running 3 bars right now. Junk. All right. Okay, I've got stuff for you in here too. Did you see it? Oh, I see. Yep. He's working on it. We are now recording. Stand by. You hit X. Yeah. Tell me when you're going to. I got it. I'll tell you later. Okay, go ahead and hit it.
Northern Light Webcasting Network, in conjunction with Colfax High School, presents Viking Pregame, a look at today's Colfax Vikings game. And now, Viking Pregame.
Good evening, and welcome to Viking Pregame. Rick Olson here, and soon I'll head out to the stadium to join my colleague Dan Petchow as we're getting ready to bring you an interesting high school football matchup between the 0-3 Colfax Vikings and the 0-3 Elmwood Plum City Wolves. Now, the Vikings are looking to eliminate mistakes like the 6 turnovers they had in last week's loss to Turtle Lake and be more competitive, while Elmwood Plum City Wolves are also looking to pick up their first win of the 2020 season. Now, coming up in this edition of Viking Pregame, we'll take a look at tonight's matchup between the Colfax Vikings and the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. Then we'll get Coach DeMoe's perspective on tonight's game in Coach's Corner. Following that, Dan and I will bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's matchup. All that coming up right after this timeout as you're tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Welcome back to Viking Pregame. Tonight, the Vikings will take on the also winless Elmwood Plum City Wolves. The Vikings are looking to eliminate the turnovers and mistakes that cost them so dearly in last week's loss to the Turtle Lake Lakers. 4 interceptions and 2 lost fumbles shut down a Viking offense that actually showed signs of life early in the game. In that game, Viking quarterback Drew Gibson completed his first pass of the game for 47 yards to Elijah Ensminger to set up the Viking touchdown on their first drive. That 2-yard plunge by Gibson for the touchdown to cap off that drive gave the Vikings their first lead of the season. Then some solid, hard-hitting play by the Viking defense allowed the Vikings to maintain that lead into the second quarter. then the troubles began. 4 interceptions by Gibson and 2 Viking fumbles led to the Vikings' 3rd defeat of the season. The Elmwood Plum City Wolves, on the other hand, opened their 2020 season with losses to Clear Lake, Cadott, and Boyceville. Offensively, the Wolves, who rely heavily on the running game, have been led this season by running back Trevor Asher, who's amassed 468 yards on 79 carries and 3 touchdowns for a 156-yard per game average. And by quarterback Luke Webb, who, although he hasn't completed a pass yet this season, has 52 rushes for 226 yards and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, the Wolves are led by a pair of linebackers, the aforementioned Asher and Paul Schwebeck. Those two have combined for 46 total tackles, with 4 tackles for loss. The Wolves' defense appears to be vulnerable to the run, giving up over 200 yards per game on the ground, and the Viking offense might be able to take advantage of this. Now, coming up next, I caught up with Coach DeMoe at practice a little bit earlier this week, and we'll get his perspective on tonight's game in Coach's Corner. Then Dan and I will bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's game between the Colfax Vikings and the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. All that coming up right after this timeout as you're tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
Time now to see what the coaches have to say. It's Coach's Corner, where they look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. And now, Coach's Corner.
Today in Coach's Corner, we're talking with Viking head coach Matt DeMoe. And Coach, last week, your game got off to a pretty exciting start. 47-yard pass sets up a touchdown, and all of a sudden the Vikings are in the lead, and then the turnovers started happening. Your comments?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was a great way to start. That's what we wanted to do, is hit them quick. And then it kind of snowballed after that. They were a good, athletic, fast team, and once they got in a groove, we had some issues.
But I was pretty impressed with, especially in the first quarter, the play of your defense. They came out and they hit people. That kickoff return following your touchdown, the guy got basically planted right there.
Yep. Yeah, Austin Swanson, number 11 for us, came around 2 blocks and just smacked into that kid. That was a huge play for us.
That one's going in the highlight reel.
Yep.
But now this week, you face a team that's just as hungry as you are to get a win, the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. What do you know about the Wolves, and what kind of problems do they present?
They run a tight offense where they want to get it up the middle, running option stuff. So their offense moves the ball. We're going to definitely have to be stout on defense. I think, though, this week that we can actually move the ball better than we have in the past. So we've been focusing a lot on that this week, and we'll see how the chips fall. Yeah,
their defense gives up about 200 yards on the ground each week, and you're hoping to capitalize on that?
Yeah, we need to be able to run the ball. We haven't been able to run the ball real well this year yet, and we need to be able to do that to sustain the drive and get some more scores.
Now, defensively, they haven't completed a pass yet this year. Is this a good chance to load up the box and stop the run?
Well, we're gonna dabble with loading up the box and backing out, because we don't want to be that team that gives them the opportunities to get a few completed passes.
Okay. Now, it appears as though turnovers have been a problem for the Vikings this season. What can be done to solve that?
We're just working on footwork with the quarterback. I think it's some ill-advised throws a little bit, and sometimes it isn't ill-advised throws. They're there. He's just missing it a little bit. So we just got to work on that.
What Viking players should we look to step up this week?
We definitely need our offensive line and our running backs to play well. Elijah Ensminger, the kid who caught the big pass, he's going to play varsity for us at receiver, so he'll be big for us if he can get some more catches.
Yeah, he sure got noticed right away in that game. Not just the big catch, but throughout the first quarter, he was targeted quite a number of times, and and made some tough catches and got some good yards.
Yeah, he definitely has great hands, for a freshman coming in, so we like to utilize his skills.
Are there any players that are injured, sick, COVID-19 protocols, anything like that?
Just still Max Knudsen, number 2 for us. He's been out for the last 2 weeks, and we'll be out for 2 more weeks with COVID stuff with the family.
Okay. Well, thank you, Coach DeMoe, for joining us today on Coach's Corner. Good luck in tonight's game.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Coach's Corner, with a look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Stay tuned. There's more Viking pregame coming up right after this brief timeout. You're listening to Viking pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
All out on 3. 1, 2, 3. All out. 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 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Bring it down.
You told me not to talk to strangers. You told me not to cross the street without looking both ways.
You told me not to touch the stove.
You told me not to do drugs.
You told me not to drink and drive.
You gave me so many messages about how to stay safe. Why didn't you keep me safe by properly storing your gun?
Welcome back to Viking Pregame. Tonight we have 2 teams, one of which is going to come away from tonight's game with their first win of the season. The key to tonight's game for the Vikings is whether they can eliminate those costly turnovers. This should also be a prime game for the Viking defense to load up the box and defend the run and challenge the Wolves to try to beat them through the air, since they haven't completed a pass this season. With the season's first win at stake, this all adds up to some exciting high school football action. And we'll have it all for you coming up next. Now, you've been tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You've been listening to Viking Pregame with a look at today's Colfax Vikings game. Stay tuned. Coming up next is live Colfax Viking football.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Colfax Viking football is on the air. The Northern Light Webcasting Network, in conjunction with Colfax High School, proudly presents today's Colfax Vikings game. And now, out to the stadium for coverage of today's Colfax Vikings game.
And good evening and welcome to Plum City High School. Rick Olson here along with Dan Petchow. And our audio system was a little bit chilly because it's a chilly night, but we warmed it up a little bit and we're getting ready to go. It's homecoming and senior night here at Elmwood Plum City High School. We're in Plum City and the Colfax Vikings are getting ready to take on the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. Dan, you did a little bit of looking about what's going to happen tonight. What do you know?
Yeah, here's start out with Plum City Elmwood here. Their rushing attack is going to be a big part of their game tonight. Number 21, Trevor Asher, has 468 yards, and number 22, Luke Webb, already has 226 yards. And for Colfax, some of the key points I wrote down for tonight, their front four and their offense has to hold up and give Drew Gibson some time in the pocket. And for Drew Gibson, I want him to be a little creative and throw a receiver open tonight. For the Colfax defense, since Elmwood's going to run the ball quite a bit, they're going to stop the ball and try to contain it to the inside. Don't let them get on the outside and get to the second level. So we'll see if Colfax defense can hold up and
And that's the playing of our national anthem here at Plum City High School. And again, we had a little bit of audio issue with it being a little bit chilly. Evidently, we'll say the audio system was shivering, okay?
it is a little brisk out tonight. Not too bad right now with the wind calmed down.
And our crew tonight is myself and Dan Petchow. And on camera is John Fellons. And our switcher extraordinaire is one of my dear granddaughters, Ainsley. And Ann is our assistant producer here tonight that helps us get everything where it needs to be. And we're going to hopefully see as much as we can. We've got a lot of football players right in front of us, so it's kind of hard to see. And it looks like the Vikings are going to be kicking off and checking out the deep people for Elmwood Plum City. Dropping back deep is Ethan Rupakis. And also back there is Trevor Asher. And Asher was the guy you were talking about with a lot of yards thus far.
Yeah. Yeah, Plum City comes out with a running attack here.
Austin Schindler getting ready to kick off for the Vikings. He's got the ball and teeing it up. We are located right behind the Viking bench. And Schindler approaches the ball, swings the leg, and drives it down deep. Rupakis near it, and it goes out of bounds. Goes out of bounds at right about the 20-yard line, and that's going to bring the ball out to the 35-yard line for Elmwood Plum City, where they're going to have it first down. And we kind of have a clock on the screen for you. It's missing the first digit a little bit. Yeah, we're just missing the number 1. And John's going to try and fix that for us. That's a little bit better. Thank you, John. And it slid right back to where it was. And so he'll try again. Oh, now it's nowhere near where we want it. But as you let go, John, maybe it'll come back. All right. Okay, and we are back with our audio. Okay.
Go back! Let's go on!
And we're using our backup audio system. I don't know if we're getting anything on it, but anyway, the Vikings have the ball. Oh, shit. About 3.
And you think you can run back to his truck and grab his coffee for him?
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that. Where are the keys?
They're down 3 yards to go.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
And we have 20 markers fly.
They're right there.
We're still trying to get our audio stuff figured out.
Approaching by the wall. This is enough for a first down for the Vikings.
Penalty against the Wolves. Strip.
That'll be 30 goal for the Vikings.
Vikings coming around the right side. And no gain on the play. Julio Hernandez on the carry.
Lost 5 on the play, tackled by Anderson.
That brings up second down, and well, he lost 4 on the play. Second and 14 for the Vikings. They're about 15-yard line. Gibson brings him up to the line of scrimmage. And fingers sticks out wide to the right. Gibson throwing over to Hoffman. He's got it and taken down for a gain. Looks like it's down around the 5-yard line.
Tackled by Carter. Brings up 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line.
They're just inside the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal for the Vikings. Split out again to the right, Hoffman to the left. Gibson ducks under center. The action pass rolls to his left. He's got Reebok and he's tied up as soon as he catches the ball for little or no gain. Going to bring up Fulton and go from about the 3-yard line.
Brings up 4th and goal from the 9.
It's really, really soft. But you have it. I think come up to the line. Come on, boys. center. Got him. An out the flat, and he missed the pass to the rebound. And the ball goes over on down to the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. So the Wolves keep the Vikings out of the end zone. Down around And we're back on now with our regular audio. And just a word of warning, Dan, we're both on the same slider now. So the Wolves have it, 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. There we go! Straight up the middle. Yeah, I got you. Ball carried by Asher. Very short gain on the play. We'll give him about a yard. 2nd and 9. We have a penalty marker on the play. I think he got him from inside the helmet, even though it was on the back of the helmet. That's still a penalty. Hey, Julio, way to fight off that block. Got it here. Hey, got it here. Got it here. Nick, hey, double line. All night long, double line. We're going to march off the penalty against the Vikings. Down, fight back, pressure. All right, here we go. Penalty moves the ball out to the 45-yard line of the Wolves. 1st down. All right, let's go, White. Stop him. Wolves come up to the line. Go, D. We're back on now with our regular keeps it himself, goes around the end, and taken down off the right side. Luke Webb on the carry. Gain of about a yard. 2nd and 9. Let's go, D! To the line. They run a tight formation. Right in the pistol. Let's go, D, come on! Puts a man in motion. Gives and take him down. That's why to play your gap! Taken down in the back by Ashton Greenwell, coming knifing through for the Vikings. Loss of about 3 yards, 3rd and 12. Let's go wide! Hey, read your keys! 20, keys! Nick! That brings the play back into the line. Hey, let's go wide! Let's go wide! And he's got across the 50 and into Viking territory, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. He's a little bit shy of the yard to gain. That was Lukakas. 4th and about 3 for Elmwood Plum City. Let's go about the 48-yard line. Webb waiting for the snap. Let's go wide! Right at the middle. He's got the 1st down and then some. Gets it down to about the 40-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down for Plum City. Dan, I do believe this game is going to zip along pretty quickly because both teams are keeping it on the ground. Yeah, well.
decided to running game right now. Pass plays.
Webb keeps it himself, goes around the right end. He's running the option, and he gets taken down after a gain of about 4, it looks like. Second down and about 6.
Hey, up front, watch their feet. Lead your team.
Elmwood Plum City comes up to the line of scrimmage. And we have a penalty marker flying. Offsides is the call. Offsides against Elmwood Plum City. Going to make it second down and 11. And they wind the clock with only 2:10 to go in the first quarter. 12-minute quarters are taking much more than 12 minutes to play. All right, Elmwood Plum City up to the line. They do have a receiver split out very far. Quick toss to Rapakis coming around the left side. He's got some yards. He's heading for the pylon and gets knocked out of bounds about the 10-yard line. Or check that. That's down closer to the 20-yard line. We have a little different perspective on the field tonight. We're down close to ground level and we're behind a team. All right, Elmwood Plum City up to the line. Asher lined up straight behind Webb. Webb keeps it himself off the right side, and he gets a short gain on the play. They're going to mark it just at about the 20-yard line. Looks like. Maybe that's the 15. But here it's hard to tell.
Yeah, we're right there on the edge of the field.
But it was a gain of a yard, so second down 9.
Yeah, ball on 17.
Ball brings him up to the line. Takes a snap. Gives it to Asher. Asher gets met in the hole. Loses the ball. Evidently, Elmwood Plum City got it back. They got to about the 15-yard line. So third down and 8 yards to go. 40 seconds left. Coming up towards the end of the first quarter. Elmwood Plum City out of the huddle, up to the line of scrimmage. Webb takes a snap, pitches around the right end to Rapakis. He's got the corner made. Vikings trying to turn it back in, and he gets taken down. He's going to bring up fourth down, and he got taken down at just inside the 15. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We have no score from Plum City. 1 quarter in the books. Vikings nothing. Wolves nothing. You're listening to Viking football on Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Are your animals feeling a little under the weather? Give the nice folks at Colfax Animal Hospital a call. Bruce Buckley is just what the doctor ordered. In fact, he is the doctor, and he's ready to help. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Give them a call at 715-962-3380.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
And we're back here at Plum City High School. No scores, just getting ready to start the second quarter. The Elmwood Plum City Wolves are on the 10-yard line. Fourth down, 3 yards to go. This is trying to make a goal line stand. Fumble on the snap, and Webb will take it out in the backfield, and the Vikings turn again. And once again, that was Ashton Greenwell coming through with a little bit of help from Nick Jensen. So the Viking offense is going to try to put together some kind of a drive now. Come up to the line of scrimmage. And Stevens get out wide to the left. Hoffman to the right. Gibson drops straight back. Looking for Hoffman on the right side. Overthrows it. Oh! Hoffman went up to get it. It went up in the air, and he tried a second time but couldn't quite find it. Going to bring up second down, 10. That ball went straight up in the air. You know, he's already up by 5 or 6 passes. He's been right on tonight. He's starting to look really comfortable. All right, Vikings come up to the line. Huntsinger again, out wide to the left. Hoffman to the right. Gives straight up the middle. Reebok on the carry. So he fumbled it, and it took to the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. I did not see the fumble in there, but you can tell by the player reaction that that happened. All right, Viking defense has to step it up one more time. Wolves come up to the line. In motion. Gets straight up the middle to Asher. And he gets across the line of scrimmage in a short game. Asher gets about a yard on the play. Second down, 9. Ball's on the 14-yard line. Webb brings him up to the line. Good after again. No, Webb kept him. Quick toss to the outside to Rapakis. And Rapakis takes it into the end zone. So Elmwood wins for the touchdown. Touchdown Wolves. That touchdown makes the score Elmwood Plum City 6 and the Vikings 0. Wolves, as with most teams at this level, are going to 2. Move the ball over to the left hash mark, which they do have the option to do. Let's take the snap, and we have whistles and flags. I think we're going to have illegal procedure being called against Elmwood Plum City. Or more technically, it's called a false start. But no, they're going to try the extra point again, only this time from the 8-yard line rather than the 3. To the line. Moving some players around. And the Wolves call timeout. They couldn't get the formation quite the way they wanted it. So we'll come back for the extra point attempt. Wolves Vikings 0 with 11-12 to go in the first half. Your team, the Viking football. on the Northern Light Broadcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Banking on relationships.
Dairy State Bank's mobile app gives you full control of your finances. Misplace your debit card? Simply turn it off and no one else can use it. When you find the card, you can turn it back on. You can also set spending limits. Great if your kids have a card. These and other features like mobile deposit let you bank from anywhere, anytime. Dairy State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Dairy State Bank.
And we're right here. Plum City, and Elmwood Plum City is attempting the extra point after scoring the first touchdown of the game. And let's see. They've got a receiver put very far out to the right. Quick cross to the pocket, going around the right end, and the Vikings tie him up. He's driving, and he does not get into the end zone. So the 2-point conversion failed. So we do have a penalty marker on the play. Let's see what the call is. I believe it's going to be against the Vikings. So the extra point attempt is no good, but I believe he's going to practice this.
Holding offense. Penalty decline.
Okay, so the extra point attempt is no good, and the score remains. Elmwood Plum City 6, Vikings 0. You're tuned to Viking football on Northern Light Broadcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
High School getting ready for the Wolves to kick off to the Vikings. They've just established a 6-0 lead over the Vikings. As we mentioned during Vikings pregame, both teams looking for win number 1 of the season. Kicking off for the Wolves is Peyton Pop. He drives downfield where picked up by Hoffman. He's out across the 35. He's out to the 40. Now he's at the 35. He's across the 30 and out of the 35. And taken down at that point where it's going to be first down for the Vikings.
That good return there by Trevor Hoffman to get it out to the 35.
We had our space kind of cut in half this week, but actually that's not such a bad thing. We're in here tight with each other and it's helping us stay warm. Dan brought a Mr. Buddy heater with him and it's kind of nice. Vikings at the line, get straight up the middle, and first and through. Aiden McKee on the carry. Gets it across the 40 out to about the 43-yard line. Brings up third down and let's say a long 3. Gain of about 7. Vikings come up to the line. Offense moves out to the left. Reebok in the slot on the left. And Sminger to the right. Quick toss to Reebok in the slot. He breaks up one tackle and then moves forward, gets it to about the 45-yard line. And he's going to be about a yard and a half short of the first down. 30 yard, right on the 45-yard line. Gibson under center. Gives straight up the middle to Reebok. He drives forward, and it looks like he's probably got it. And it is enough for a first down. The ball did come loose, but they said he was down by contact. So first and 10 for the Vikings. Just outside their 45, about the 46-yard line. And the officials are going to have a discussion. You know, this is where I'm kind of thankful we don't have instant replay. 9:32 to go in the first half.
All right, let's go, boys.
Vikings come up to the line. Off wide to the left.
Let's go wide!
We're back in the wing on the right. They actually fake, toss out to Reebok and just off his fingertips on the right side. Incomplete, second down 10.
Hey, let's go wide! Go wide!
Vikings come up to the line.
Come on, Vikings!
Again, Hoffman is on the left side. Vikings lined up tight on the right. Two running backs. Give to McKee. He gets a few extra yards this time because he gets it across the 50 and into Elmwood territory at about the 47-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and, well, let's say 3 yards to go.
Yeah, good job by the right side of the Colfax line there to open up the hole and let him pick up some yards.
Got to get it down to the 44-yard line. Under center. It toss around the left side. It's McKee carrying it. And he goes through and makes some extra yards as he falls forward. Across the 40 down to about the 39-yard line. First down, Vikings.
Good job by Aiden McKee there.
Hey, good job all right, boy!
Good yards.
Jump forward!
Vikings come up to the line. He at tailback. And Sminger is off to the left. Hoffman to the right. Low snap. Gibson picks it up. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Keeps it himself. Heads straight up the middle and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Drew Gibson on the keeper that time. He had to pick that ball up off the ground. He ended up losing about a half a yard.
Yeah, good job by Drew Gibson to take care of the ball and take it on and
keep his composure.
Yeah. Every weekend,
All right, Vikings up to the line. Offense splits out wide to the right. Ensminger to the left. Gibson drops back, throws it out to Ensminger, and he couldn't hang on. He was about the 35-yard line and couldn't hang on to the ball. Brings up third down and 11. Gibson with the play into the huddle. Hoffman out wide to the right. Lined up tight on the left side with Ensminger in a wing. Quick toss to the key. He got hit hard going around the left side. Gain of a couple. That's going to bring up fourth down and 9 for the Vikings.
All right, here we go, boys. Here we go, this way. Come on, Mark, let's go. Let's go.
Vikings up to the line. Swinger out to the left. Off into the right. He in the backfield. Gets a drop straight back, looking downfield. Here's it out. Looking for Hoffman. Somebody's got it down there. They're saying it's an interception by Elmwood Plum City down about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, 50-50 now.
Dupakis on the interception. So the ball goes over to Elmwood Plum City, but at least this time they have their backs to the wall. They're going to say the ball is spotted on about the 8-yard line. All right, Wolves up to the line. They have a receiver split out on both sides. Now, this team does not throw the ball very often. Webb keeps it himself, gets met at the line of scrimmage and taken down for no gain. In fact, they're going to say a gain of about a yard. Second down, 9.
Yeah, good job by the Colfax defense there. Front line to stiffen up there and only took a yard.
Wolves come up to the line. He gets straight up the middle, and he got met. Well, no. Webb kept it himself, and he breaks loose, and he's across the 50, the 40. He's down to the 30. Can they catch him? One man, possibly no, and it's a touchdown run for the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. That's going to be a 92-yard run for the Wolves.
91.
Now we'll make that a 91-yard run since the ball started on the 9-yard line. That's old-fashioned math that way. Touchdown makes score Wolves 12, making 0. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Hey, hustle down there. Cheer him on. Come on, let's go. Oh, wait. Oh, here, let's go. Wolves at the line of scrimmage. Webb takes a snap, waiting for the snap. Now he takes a quick toss around the right side, and that toss was too weak, and he got met in the backfield, and extra point attempt was no good. So the score remains Elmwood Plum City Wolves 12 and the Vikings 0. Your team football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
And we're back here at Plum City waiting for the Wolves to kick it off to the Vikings after they have established a 12-point lead. We're in the second quarter, 6 minutes, right on the nose remaining. I know you can't see the time on our scoreboard thing, so get that move. John is trying real hard to get it set up for us again. Anyway, we have Peyton Kopp getting ready to kick off for the Wolves. Hoffman and Fernandez back deep, but the ball comes down to Hoffman. The ball's on it, and now it gets covered up finally. A very short kick, and it's like it almost looked like the Vikings didn't realize, hey, that's a live ball. And I think finally covering the ball was Peyton Peterson for the Vikings. All right, Vikings need to get something going on this play, on this series.
Hey, let's go, Vikings!
All right, Vikings up to the right. Hoffman split out wide to the right. just straight up the middle to Reebok, and they're pulling at the ball, trying to get it away from him. He gains about a yard. Second down 9.
Second name for the play.
Hey, let's go, Vikings!
Into the huddle. Move the play. Now he brings the Vikings out of the huddle. Johnson put out wide to the left. You're up the middle again. He's trying to get off to the right side. Hunter Reebok again on the carries. Gets it out to about the 40-yard line. Oh, what? Third down 4.
Let's go, Vikings!
Moving along nice and quickly. Hempstead to the right. Watson to the left. Gibson goes off to the right side and it's tipped and incomplete pass was intended for Nick Jensen. And it went off his fingertips and just out of the reach of the diving Elmwood Plum City player. Brings up 4th down.
Should be tight. Actually,
Yes, Hunter Reebok that punt. Dropping seat for Elmwood Plum City is Ethan Lukakas. The Hunter Reebok so far this season is a transfer. There's a snap. It's right where it belongs. And it gets a nice hunting roll. It's down to around the 30-yard line. And touched dead there at, we're going to say the 29-yard line where it's going to be first down for the Elmwood Plum City Wolves.
Hey, Dylan!
And don't forget, coming up next week, the Vikings will be playing host to the Glenwood City Hilltoppers next Friday, and we'll have all the action for you on the Northern Light Broadcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Viking pregame starts at 6:45, the clock is at 7:05. Wolves come up to the line of scrimmage. Webb keeps it himself. Ball looked like it was loose. Now they're going to say second down. Webb fell on it. Loss of about 2 yards on the play. So second down 12.
Let's go, D! Hey,
That brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Takes it around the left side, keeps it himself, reaches out. And gain of about 3, so it's going to bring up 39 for Elmwood Plum City. The Wolves come up to the line. They send Braden Carson way out wide to the left side, or the right side. Pappas keeps it. Gets the corner turn, but doesn't get a lot. He's going to come up short of the first down. And he's knocked down about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, good job by the Colfax defense there to turn that back inside and let the rest of the team come over and help.
4th down and about 6 yards to go.
Let's go, dude, let's go!
Wolves come up to the line.
Hey, block him outside, son, block him outside!
Webb waiting for the snap. But that's in punt formation.
Get away, get away,
and it's going to roll dead at about the 25-yard line, marking on the 26, where it's going to be first down. Braden Carson on the punt, and Hoffman let the ball roll because he couldn't prove the field. First down for the Vikings, 3:07 to go in the first down. Now, Dan, somewhere in the pile of papers, were some announcements that were to be made. They have disappeared. Fight was at the line of scrimmage. He's across the 40. He's across the 50. Reebok is loose. He gets down to about the 30-yard line. They might be a fumble. And they did force a fumble at the end of the play, and Elmwood Plum City recovers it after a big pass play for the Vikings, and the ball got turned over at the 32-yard line of Elmwood Plum City.
It's just weird that the official get in the way of that.
And Elmwood Plum City comes up to the line.
Hey, here we go! Hey, get it back! Hey, get it back! Get it back!
Maybe if you hadn't been in the game.
Wolves put a man in motion, and Webb keeps it himself. Tries the left side, can't get there, tries to come back to the right, and swarmed under by a whole mess of Vikings.
Yeah, good pursuit there by
Cameron Molina comes up off the bottom of that pile.
Yeah, good pursuit by 4 or 5 people there.
Hey, watch that ball when you swarm it!
Feedback comes up with a little ditch and his giddy up. He's going to take himself out. Going in to replace him is Caden Peterson.
Hey, outside, Caden, you got outside! Watch it, 20, 15 to lead, 20, 15
Wolves up to the line. Love looking to throw. He's got a receiver out there, and it's way off the mark. Incomplete, brings up 3rd down and 9.
Through the whistle! Through the whistle! Here we go! Hey, there you go!
Hey, the Viking volleyball team's going to travel over to Glenwood City on Tuesday when they take on the Glenwood City Hilltoppers for a 7 p.m. match. And then on Thursday, the Hilltoppers travel to Colfax for another 7 p.m. Low snap in the ground, and the Vikings are all over the place there, and the ref just had time to get the ball back. There's going to be no gain on the play. 4th down and 9.
Hey, Tanner, easy, buddy. Move up, Tanner, move up, Tanner.
Wolves in punt formation. Brayden Carson. Back to punt. Tanner Hoffman. Very high snap. Carson pulls it down. Punches near Hernandez, and the ball did it bounce off of Hernandez?
Bounced off the Colfax player.
And that means if it bounced off of Julio, then it's going to be Elmwood Plum City ball. The officials are having a discussion about it.
Yeah, it was cool.
They are having the discussion. Timeout being called by the official, and it is a 1st down for Elmwood Plum City. This has been the bugaboo for the Vikings. Turnovers all season. 2 fumbles and an interception, and now this muff punt. That's technically what it's called. It's a muff punt since it bounced off of Hernandez. He never saw the ball. He had his back to it, and it hit the ground, bounced up into the back of his legs. Yeah, Colfax defense down there. Another player. City up to the line. On the right side. Rupakis with it. He was taken out for about a 7-yard loss. Back at midfield. They're going to mark it at the 49, so it is a 7-yard loss. Second down and about 17. Inside of a minute to go in the first half. Putting pockets in motion. Left takes it around the left side and tosses it out into the flat. It's incomplete. Intended for Trevor Asher. And at least Elmwood Plum City is consistent in their passing attack. They haven't completed a pass all season. Yeah, I think it's a little bit. But, no completion there. Just over 39 seconds to go in the first half. Elmwood Plum City up to the line. Rep takes a snap. Looking to the left. He gets wrapped up to pitch it out to the left side. Good penetration by the Vikings defense. Let's see if the Vikings call a timeout to try and get the ball back. And we do have a timeout being called by the Vikings. 28 seconds to go in the first half. And you're tuned to Vikings football on the Northern Light Webcast Network, NLWN-TV.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
It's a goodly amount of calories for an evening like this.
I've been watching my calorie intake, if you can't tell.
I watch it go from here to here. Here to here. You gotta bulk up, it's the winter.
12, 28 seconds to go in the first half. Fourth down and... Well, they're saying about 20 yards to go.
Yeah, let's go Vikings! Go Vikings!
Punt formation, Raiden Carson. Punt formation. Vikings drops back.
Let's go wide! Wide!
High snap. Carson pulls it in, gets the kick away. It's a very short. And the Vikings stay away from it this time. Rolling down the 37-yard line. 18 seconds to go in the first half. Let's see if the Vikings get something going here. With 18 seconds, they've got a couple of timeouts left. They got time to get a couple of plays in. For the 47-yard pass.
Have they won a game yet? These guys haven't even. I could be wrong, but I don't think they have.
Back. Looks over the middle. He's got Reebok. And Reebok. Timeout called. Good pass. He gets from Hunter Reebok on that, right? So, first and 10 at the 38, timeout by the Vikings. So, working for it as well. Your team.
Anderson Bridges, located in Colfax, Wisconsin, has been manufacturing prefabricated steel truss bridges since 1989. With hundreds of bridges supplied nationwide, we suspect you've crossed our path. It may have been on a pedestrian or bicycle bridge, or how about a snowmobile, ATV, or golf course bridge? Anderson Bridges is likely to have manufactured it. Founded in 1989, Anderson Bridges has been a family-owned company since its beginning and are proud to support the Colfax Vikings.
Vikings get in the end zone here before halftime. 11.2 seconds to go in the first half. Ready for the ball to be put in play, and now it is. Gibson in the shotgun. Got Bachman out to the left, and Springer to the right. Drops back, looks to the left, looks towards the corner. Jump ball! Incomplete in the end zone. Boy, I tell you what, Dan, that clock ran 2 full seconds after the ball was incomplete.
Yeah, I was watching. They scored something, but let's see if we put any time back on.
Somehow I don't think any of the guys in striped shirts noticed that.
Yeah, they got one play here.
Hoffman splits out wide to the left. Ensminger to the left. McKee in the backfield. Gibson under center. Drops back. Looking to the left. Plants, throws it out into the left flat, and it's incomplete, and that's going to bring an end to the first half with the score. But Bulls 12, Vikings 0. Coming up in just a minute, we have Viking halftime, and you're tuned to Viking football on Northern Lights Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Time now for Viking Halftime with this week's edition of Viking Profile and the Colfax High School Report. That's all coming up following this brief timeout.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Time now for Viking Profile, where we take a closer look at one of the Colfax Viking players. And now, Viking Profile.
Today we're talking with Julio Hernandez, a senior here at Colfax High School on Viking Profile. And Julio, we know that you play football, but are you involved in any other activities here at school?
Well, I do wrestling and then track.
Now, when did you start playing football, and what kind of experience have you had?
Well, when I started playing football, I really don't remember when, but it was like when I was probably middle school. I had a blast playing. It was so much fun.
What's the most important thing you've learned from playing football?
Teamwork.
Yeah. So when you're not playing football or you're not here at school, what are some other things that keep you interested or occupied?
Playing games or doing work.
All right, some rapid fire questions for you. This is the tough part. Just say whatever comes into your mind right away. Pie, ice cream, cake, or cookies?
Pie.
Chevy, Ford, or some other brand?
Some other brand.
Which one?
I don't know.
You don't know yet? Just not Chevy or Ford?
No.
Your favorite NFL team?
Packers.
Favorite collegiate team?
Huh?
Favorite college team?
Badgers.
Okay, we're talking with Julio Hernandez here on Viking Profile. And Julio, what are your plans for after high school?
I don't know.
You don't know yet? Okay, that's okay. How about a shout out to your family?
I don't know. I mean, I made it.
Okay. Hey, we want to thank Julio for joining us today on Viking Profile. Coming up next, more Viking Halftime.
You've been listening to Viking Profile. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Time now for the Colfax High School Report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School.
Colfax Viking Athletics continues with the boys and girls cross-country teams, volleyball, middle school football, as well as the Viking football team seeing action. On Tuesday, the Colfax volleyball team hosted the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. The Vikings defeated the Wolves 3 games to 2, winning 25-21, 22-25, 25-19, 22-25, and 15-10. Yesterday, the Viking volleyballers traveled to Elmwood Plum City. We'll have those results on next week's Colfax High School report. On Tuesday, the middle school football team was defeated by the Clear Lake Warriors. That brings the middle school Vikings record to 0 wins and 4 losses on the season. The conference cross-country meet was held yesterday at Rolling Greens Golf Course in Durand. Teams competing include the Vikings, Boyceville, Elf Mound, Glenwood City, Durand, Elmwood Plum City, Spring Valley, and Mondovi. We'll have the results in next week's Colfax High School report. Coming up next week, parent-teacher conferences will be held from 4 to 8 p.m. on Monday and Thursday. Middle school choir palooza will be held in Glenwood City on Monday. Good luck to the middle school singers. Middle school volleyball will take on Glenwood City on Tuesday in Colfax, and the varsity volleyball team has matches on Tuesday at Glenwood City and Thursday against Glenwood City at Colfax. The middle school football team will travel to Glenwood City on Thursday to take on the Hilltoppers. The subsectional cross-country meet will be held in Colfax on Monday the 19th, with the sectional cross-country meet on Saturday, October 24th at Rolling Greens Golf Course in Durand. Then next Friday, the Viking football team will host the Glenwood City Hilltoppers. We'll have all the action for you right here on Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. And that's what's happening at Colfax High School. This has been Zoe Pitts reporting.
You've been listening to the Colfax High School Report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School. Second half of Colfax football coming right up.
Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid.
You've been tuned to Viking Halftime. Stay tuned. Coming up is second half action of today's Viking game on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes now. Could spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going through changes, through all of the strangeness. I'm going through changes now.
And we're back here at Plum City High School, getting ready to start the second half. We've got a couple minutes before it gets started. The Elmwood Plum City Wolves leading the Vikings by a score of 12-0. And actually, Dan, the Vikings have played pretty well. It's turnovers again. Yeah. Colfax Vikings done a good job. Special teams done a good job. And just had a couple little mishaps in their offense. I mean, you get some hits for the head and really time on a rebound. So let's just open up the second together here in the second half.
And they said the other boys.
Hey, and fans, NLWN-TV and Northern Light Webcasting Network would like to encourage all Colfax parents to participate in this year's All Parent Teacher Conferences being held next week on Monday and Thursday from 4 to 8 p.m. Be part of the education triangle. Your child, their teacher, and you. Their teacher conference is coming up next week. Also on Monday, the Viking cross-country teams will host the sub-sectional cross-country meet at Wakefield Golf Course. That actually begins at 3:15, and I think Colfax girls are going to be running. I'm looking over at Ainsley next year. It's about 5:30 or 5 o'clock, somewhere along in there. And that all leads to the sectional, which will be in Durand on Saturday the 24th. Also, I want to remind you that there is no school on Friday, October 23rd. But don't forget, there is Viking football. It's right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, as the Vikings will be hosting the Glenwood City Hilltoppers. And Viking pregame will begin at 6:45, and first kickoff is at 7 o'clock. That's next Friday, the 23rd. And of course, no school, so that gives kids plenty of chance to sit down in front of the TVs and be restricted attendance at the games this year due to COVID-19. We do have Max Knutson for the Vikings having to sit out this week due to COVID-19 protocols. Hopefully that gets taken care of pretty soon.
I almost had to take a mandatory quarantine.
Yeah. Right?
Not because of me, though.
People you work with?
Somebody I had seen, but I found out the other night that somebody I know had caught COVID. And somebody I had seen about 2 weeks ago. So I ended up calling the COVID-19 hotline.
Second half of the way. There's the whistle. Cop comes up, swings the leg. Drives it down, picked up by the line. He's out across the 35 and taken down close to the 40-yard line.
So I called the hotline and I said, here's the deal. Somebody I know, I've seen them last about a week and a half ago. Okay. And they've been in quarantine for about a week. And so they're asking me all kinds of, when was the last time you seen them? How long ago were they diagnosed?
Sure.
And then they're like, do you have any symptoms? And I said, no, I don't. And they're like, well, if you're a week and a half of seeing them and you have no symptoms, you don't have anything to worry about.
Two running backs in the backfield. McGee. And he gets across the 40 out to about the 42-yard line.
They actually told me that they wouldn't even bother to test me.
Second down 8 for the Vikings.
Being a week and a half out, they said I would have showed some sort of symptoms.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. I'm glad they're there to answer your questions, you know. That's pretty important.
Who's a pain to get a hold of?
Let's go, Vikings! I have no trouble when I call
And
Mayo.
wide to the left.
Oh, Marshfield Clinic is a nightmare.
Gibson under center. Gives it straight up the middle. He's driving across the 45 to about the 46-yard line.
I'm like, I
That's
called the
Reebok
first
on the
time,
carry.
the nurse line, right? And they're like, all right, we're going to send you over to the COVID-19 hospital. This entire process took about an hour and a half on hold.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's because there's a lot of people asking questions.
Yeah.
Oh dear. You know, you'd think after 6 months they'd know.
Again, split out wide to the right. Tight on the left side. High formation in the backfield. Give to McKee. He gets not even back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard. He got to the 45-yard line. He's got 4th down, 5 yards to go for the Vikings. Reebok back in punt formation. Dropping back is Ethan Rapakis for Plum City. Reebok waits for the snap. Right back into his chest. Gets a nice kick away. Rapakis lets it go, and it's going to roll dead at about the 28-yard line of the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. So that's where they're going to take over first down. At least the snaps have been right on target tonight.
Yeah, as the season goes along here, we're trying to get a little more comfortable playing together and see if we can put something together.
All right, Elmwood Plum City up to the line of scrimmage. Webb waits for the snap. Gives it up the middle. Slightly off to the left side. He gets out near the... He's out near the 35-yard line.
Hey, go deep!
Get off the field!
Get off the
Second down, 5. Give up the middle, and he's loose, and he's off and running. This is Trevor Asher, and he gets taken down.
Down on the 12-yard line.
He's flying out.
That one, Keehaw. Hey, we need to stop, boys.
As they're talking it over, it did look like it could have been a face mask.
Just had to yell at Rick. He's standing up. He's ready for kick.
Whistle follows the face mask against the Vikings.
Good call.
Make it work. Just make it work.
Half the distance to the goal. He's put it about the 6-yard line. Right?
Ball from the 6-yard line.
First and goal. Goal at Elmwood Plum City. Come up to the line of scrimmage. We have a quarterback. Wait for the snap. Put it straight up the middle to Asher. Took it off the right guard and just got past the line of scrimmage. Maybe putting it on the 5. Gain of a yard. Second and goal from the 5. Holds at the line. Keeps it himself and keeps stumbling. And he's into the end zone for an Elmwood Plum City touchdown. Makes the score Elmwood Plum City 18, Vikings 0. 8:35 to go in quarter number 3. Plum City at the line. Trying the 2-point conversion. Keeps himself, tries the right side, and gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So, with 8:35 to go in quarter 3, it's Elmwood Plum City 20. And 0, your Tunes.
Oh man, that smells so good.
Broadcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Convenience. It speaks more to our lives now than ever before. Your area Synergy Cooperative Convenience Stores operate to serve you with gas, goods, and a whole lot more. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. Now that's convenient. Plus, with a Synergy Rewards card, you'll save every day on gas and goods and get a free coffee on Wednesdays too.
Customer-owned, community-minded, Synergy Co-op.
Well, Dan, Vikings need to get some points on the board. Yeah.
Just got to keep moving the ball, get on the field. Defense has done a good job.
All right, top kick tip is going to be fielded by Hoffman. Skips through his legs, picks it up. He gets out to about the 25-yard line, lost the ball, but I believe he was down by contact.
Yeah. So, yeah. When I was always ran to the ball, but came back across the field. It's so fast out there. It's really hard to hold on the ball here for something.
Field is slick.
Yeah.
So they're at the 20-yard line. First down are the Vikings.
First 10 Vikings. 20-yard line.
All right, it's out wide to the left. Hoffman to the right. He's back in the right slot. Gibson drops back. Unloads it deep on the right side. Hoffman has it. And he drops it. Incomplete. It was right there. It was one of those jump balls, and Hoffman just couldn't quite hang on.
That's a different to rock and try to grab that 50 ball.
Second down 10 for the Vikings. Yeah, Tanner Hoffman went up and he was challenged. Just couldn't quite hang on. Hoffman now put it out wide to the right. Gibson to the left. Gibson gives it straight up the middle, and there's nothing there for a rebound. Got that at the line of scrimmage and nothing more. And McKee, you think actually had the ball. We're in a position where it's kind of hard to see who got the handoff. Third down and 10 for the Vikings from the 20. Splitting out wide to the left, back in the left slot. Cross out to Reebok on the left flat. He gives a stiff arm, gets it out fast. Some good effort by Hunter Reebok. Put that stiff arm out there and made sure he got to the sticks. $3-10 at the 31-yard line is where they marked it out of bounds. Vikings come up the line. Hoffman to the right, and back to throw in the right slot. Gibson rolls to the right, gets it out to Hoffman in the right flat. He keeps driving and gets it out across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Gain of 5. It's a 2nd and 5.
I got it out there by Hoffman to walk out and get open. Gibson.
And he was forced out of bounds. The clock does stop. That still helped the Vikings a little bit.
Let's go, White!
He's up to the line. Gibson looking out in the right side.
Let's go!
And it's close to a first down. And it is a first down. First down.
There we go, boys!
Again, that was to Hoffman.
Sideline. Cheer these boys out.
All right, Vikings up to the line. Finger to the right. Gibson drops back. Looks on the left flank. It's intercepted. And he's got nobody. Has got him on the way to the end zone. A pick 6 for Raiden Carson for the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. He jumped the route and off he was to the race.
Pound!
Jesus.
Yeah. You and me both. Yeah, he read that route. Gibson kind of stared down Hoffman, and Carson just read where it was going, stepped in, intercepted it, and off to the races he went. All right, Elmwood Plum City up to the line. 9 with 2 point lead. Just straight up the middle. And he does not get in, so the score remains Elmwood Plum City 26, Vikings 0. Network and NLWN-TV.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest! You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
And we're back here at Plum City High School, where the Elmwood Plum City Wolves have taken a 26-0 lead over the Vikings. Waiting for the kickoff. Peyton Cobb to tee it up for the Wolves. Hoffman and Hernandez back deep for the Vikings.
Hernandez and Hoffman back to return. Cobb will kick off for the Wolves.
Cobb is waiting for the whistle. There it is. He approaches, swings the leg, drives it down deep. Coming to Hoffman. He's out across the 30. He's across the 40 and out to about the 42-yard line, where it's going to be first down for the Vikings at that point. So the Vikings with decent field positions.
Yeah, they've had good position all evening here. Bunch of the inside.
And not turn it over. That's got to be about number 6 tonight. Vikings at the line. Gibson takes a snap, drops straight back. Looking down over the middle, and he has it intercepted again. This is Asher. He comes around the right side, heading down the sideline. And finally drives down to the Vikings 25, 26-yard line. Trevor Asher on the interception, dropping back in his linebacker spot. They're going to mark it on the 28-yard line. And it's going to be first down for the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. And he just stuck his big paw up there, knocked it in the air, and came down with the interception. All right, Wolves up to the line of scrimmage. Grab that quarterback in the pistol. Takes the snap. Pitch around the right side. Takas, and he gets driven out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Loss of a couple. They're going to mark it up to 31. Second down and about 12. up at the line. Box in motion, gives straight up. Webb keeps it himself around the left side. Breaks a tackle, and he's on the loose, and he's in the end zone. For an Elmwood Plum City touchdown off the right or off the left side. Take the handoff to Asher and took off himself around the left end and into the end zone. He went. Trying to do again. Webb keeps it himself, tries the right side and does not get in. Oh, yeah, he did get in.
Webb runs up the middle.
Yes, he did make it in.
He
So
fumbled
that
it.
makes the score Elmwood Plum City 34, Vikings 0. And you're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
It's been a long summer of road construction, and if you pick up a rock chip on your vehicle windshield, Prince's Windshield Repair can fix that. They're experts at rock chip repair, side glass, back glass, and mirrors. Call to receive a free quote on all replacements. Contact Jeff Prince at 715-556-3471 to set up an appointment today. That's 715-556-3471 for Prince's Windshield Repair.
And we're back here at Plum City High School. Evidently on that two-point conversion, what happened is Webb carried the ball and fumbled it, rolled into the end zone, and Plum City fell on it in the end zone. That's how they got it. 34-0. Elmwood Plum City over the Vikings. 6:19 to go in the third quarter. Pops kick, rolls down, off the back of Hoffman, and he falls on it. At about the 25-yard line. First down for the Vikings at that point.
Kickoff found by Colfax at the 20.
We've been saying that a lot. Time to just make positive things start to happen. Vikings at the line. Ensminger lined up tight on the left side. Hoffman split out wide to the right. Quick pitch around the left side. McKee on the carry. He gets a pickup of about 5 yards. They're going to give him 6 yards on the carry.
Let's go wide!
Well, maybe make it 5. It's almost exactly 5. It's second down 5 for the Vikings. All right, let's figure out wide to the left, Hoffman wide to the right. Reebok in the tight slot on the left side. Christian McKee trying the left end. He's got the corner turn, gets it across 35, and should have enough for a Viking first down. Aiden McKee on the carry.
Let's go!
In fact, didn't Coach DeMo make a comment to you that he was going to get a lot of carries today?
Yeah, was going to be there.
Hey, let's go wide! Let's go, Vikings!
Vikings up to the left. And on the left. Stinger on the right.
Go wide!
Back on the right wing. Gibson drops back, rolls out to the right, looking downfield for Sminger in and out of his hands, and I think what happened is he tried to turn and run before he caught the ball. Because it was right there, he laid it right in his hands, and Sminger just didn't quite pull it in because I think he got a little too eager. Second down 10 for the Vikings. Tight now on the left side. Quick pitch and ball's on the ground, and Elmwood Plum City comes up with it. The pitch to McKee was not there, and he tried to fall on it and scored it away from him, and Elmwood Plum City fell on the ball.
And it looked to me up here like he fell on top of it.
That's what happens when you have that funny shaped ball. All right, Elmwood Plum City up to the line of scrimmage. Webb waits for the snap. He does a little bit of a read option and keeps it himself. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. He puts that ball right into the belly of Trevor Asher and then makes a decision whether he's going to keep it or give it off to Asher. Come up to the line of scrimmage. Keeps it himself and does not get to the corner. Gets taken down in the backfield.
Hey, let's go right!
Third down at about 12 for the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. At about the 34-yard line of the Vikings. Webb looking downfield, has a receiver, and we're going to get a pass interference call against the Vikings because he ran right into the receiver. I could see that one from this side of the field. So they're going for mark up 15 against the Vikings. At least it's not like it is in the NFL where it's a spot ball. All right, they're at the 19-yard line. Bulls have it, first and 10. Met in the backfield again. The up-front play by the Viking defense has actually been very good for them. It's when they break that first layer, or that first level, then the Vikings are in trouble. But the play by the up-front players has been quite good. Second down 10. He did get back to the line of scrimmage. Right in the pistol. Gives to Asher up the middle, and he got nowhere. Again, that up front by the Vikings. Set the line. Drops back. Looks out in the flat, and he throws it at the feet of Rupakis. He's up fourth down, 12 yards to go. Webb is still 0 for the season in passing. Floats one over the middle, intercepted by the Vikings in the end zone. And it's going to come out to the 20-yard line. Julio Hernandez on the interception. So the Vikings will have it at their own 20-yard line. The defense turns them away. .242 to go in the third quarter. Vikings come up to the line.
Good right there.
Put out wide to the left. Gibson gives it off the right side, and there was Marion there.
Run up the middle for a loss. At the right hand there.
Come up to the line. Swing it out wide to the right. Yeah, the penalty marker on the play. And they're going to call offsides. Ensminger went out to the wide side straight a little bit beyond the line of scrimmage. And then he went back, but the official said, no, you can't do that. And that's going to be 5 yards against Vikings. Second down, about 18 for the Vikings. He throws it out into the left side. Reebok with it. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a third down and maybe 9. So they got about half of it. That's a rough kind of rebound. Go! Dixon throws it out to the right side, deflected at the line of scrimmage, and brings out
the fourth and 8.
That sets up a punting situation for the Vikings with a minute 49 to go in the third quarter. There's a bit of a follow-up on the snap. I don't think that was a design play. And at any rate, the Wolves have it. First down. Yeah, right on the 20-yard line. Wolves got the line. Wishbone formation. Haven't seen that in a long time. They give it off the right side. And we have a timeout being called by the official. Player down. Gain about 2 yards on the play. No, maybe not. Maybe not. As chilly as it is tonight, it's a pretty easy thing to get, especially if you get your body all hot and lathered up. And then all of a sudden the cold gets to it. And Asher is the one who had the cramp, and he's been working pretty hard tonight. So he goes off. Seems to be no worse for wear. In to replace him is Ambrose Malice. Tailback.
Second name for the Wolves.
Webb waits for the snap. Puts around the left side. Paca on the carry, gets the corner turn, and taken down. Good pursuit by the Viking defense that time. About a yard shy of first down, 30 yards. The Vikings around the 11, 12-yard line. Just over a minute to go in the third quarter. Red has the Wolves up at the line of scrimmage. Pitcher on the right end now. The pockets on the plate again. And he gets swarmed under this time back around the 15-yard line. That's a loss of about 3. Looks like it's going to be 4th and 5 from where the sticks are lined up.
Yeah, good job by Colfax Vikings there to turn our play back inside, get the rest of the team's help.
Moves at the line. This is the last play of the quarter. Webb keeps it himself going around the left side. Uses a strip on, gets the corner turn. Gets taken down by Hernandez, and let's see where they're going to mark it. Webb is down. He's been running a lot too. It's going to be 1st and goal inside the 10 at about the 7-yard line.
Elmwood comes in red nets for a few times for the quarterback. Good job by 18-0.
Keep it out of the end zone, yeah. Yeah, Nick Jensen had a chance in the backfield, but that long arm of Webb on the top of Jensen's helmet kept him from making the tackle.
That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. The Elmwood Plum City Wolves 34, Vikings 0. And you're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network here at NLWN-TV.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Food. It brings us together, inspires joy, and gives us life. But we can't forget that during this crisis, over 37 million people don't have access to nutritious food. That's 1 in 12 seniors and 1 in 7 children. In fact, millions of kids aren't able to receive a free or reduced price school lunch right now. The good thing is, we can all help. Learn how you can get involved at feedingamerica.org. When we help each other, we nourish ourselves, our families, and our communities.
Kind of chilly out
We're
here.
back here at Plum City High School. Elmwood Plum City Wolves threatening to score again as we're getting ready to start the 4th quarter. They're on the 9-yard line. 1st and goal from the 9. Waiting for the officials to put the ball in play. Webb at quarterback. Oh no, it's not Webb at quarterback. Fumble on the handoff exchange and fallen on by the quarterback, Frank Weeks.
Which covers the fumble for a long second goal.
That's right, Webb went out with what appeared to be cramps in his leg. So Weeks is in at quarterback. Fumbled back to about the 15-yard line. Into the snap. And he got taken down in the backfield. And I believe that was Julio Hernandez knifing through again.
Tackling the back so off the 5. Brings up 3rd and goal.
By the Colfax defense. And Luke Webb back into the lineup now for Elmwood Plum City. The pistol. He's got Asher right behind him. Keeps himself going around the right side, heading for the pylon, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That makes the score. Elmwood Plum City 40 and the Vikings 0. So they'll come out and try the 2-point conversion again.
Good job by the Plum City offense to seal off Colfax.
Now it appears to me though, Dan, we're probably going to be in a running clock situation following the next kickoff. Oh, no, they started the clock already. Give up the right side and into the end zone for the 2-point conversion for the Elmwood Wolves, making the score. Elmwood Plum City Wolves 42, Vikings 0. And you're tuned to Viking football overnight webcasting network at NLWN-TV.
Are your pooch's proportions putting on pounds? Or is your kitty's constitution constantly complaining? Well, stop by and see the friendly folks at the Colfax Animal Hospital. Dr. Bruce Buckley and his staff will be happy to help you get your family friend back on the road to healthy living. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Call them at 715-962-3380.
I don't think anybody...
We're back here at Plum City High School. 42-0 Elmwood Plum City Wolves about to get their first victory of the season. Vikings going to drop to 0-4. 10:02 to go in this one. Top teeing the ball up. Let's go! Swings the leg. Drives the kick down and gets picked up by the Vikings. And he gets met right at about the 35-yard line.
Kickoff return up to 34.
And it was Baby Peterson on the return. First down for the Vikings. Once again, I want to remind you that next Friday, Vikings will be hosting the Glenwood City Hilltoppers, and we'll have all the action for you in that one right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Vikings pregame starts at 6:45. Gibson at the line. Gives it up the middle. And Leo Hernandez gets a good 10-yard run out of it. He's right up at the 45-yard line. It's enough for a Viking first down. Gibson brings them up to the line. Hoffman split out wide to the right. Finger to the left. Give to Hernandez off the left side, and he gets a couple of yards. And down 8 for the Vikings. Ball's at the 47-yard line. Good straight up the middle, and that play didn't have much of a beginning to it. That was Hernandez getting met in the backfield that time for a loss of a yard. Third down, and we'll call it a short 9. All right, Vikings up to the left. Hoffman splits out wide to the right. And to the left. Gibson drops back, looks out into the flat. He got first one tackle, and he gets out near the first down. And they're saying, yes, he did get the first down at the 45-yard line of Elmwood. Buddy! And that's kind of a timing route there because Gibson's throwing it to where he's going to be. He thought he hadn't made his cut yet. He made the cut and ran out and got the ball. Gibson has him up to the line. Gives to Hernandez, and Hernandez picks up 4. And Down 6 for the Vikings. 6:49 to go in the game. He's trying to get something on the board. And we have a timeout by the officials. All right, Vikings at the line now as the ball's put back in play. And the clock begins running again. Give up the middle to Reebok, and he falls forward close to the first down. He's going to be just shy of it. Third about a yard. At the 36-yard line of Elmwood Plum City.
Away! Move on! Go!
Gibson gives it to Reebok.
Keep going! Keep
Across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Vikings. 5:48 to go in the game. And he's trying to get those points.
Away! Move on! Let's go!
Finger to the left. Gibson drops back. Looks downfield. Looks over the middle. And it's Reebok. And here's the 15-yard line. They call it the 12-yard line. First down for the Vikings.
Goodness.
Right, finger to the left. Hernandez at the tailback spot. Give to Hernandez off the left side. He gets it down around the 10-yard line. He's got 4. It's inside the 10. Second down 6. Wide to the right. Finger to the left. Gibson to Hernandez. Tries the left side. There! End zone for Vikings. Yes! Julio Hernandez with a 9-yard touchdown run puts the Vikings on the board. One of the things I saw Julio do, he likes to cut to the outside, and he didn't this time. He took a jab step to the outside, then cut it back into the inside, and headed toward the end zone. Vikings at the line trying that 2-point conversion. And it's Hernandez, and he's in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So the score, Elmwood Plum City 42, and the Vikings have 8 more to the football for the Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
It's the season best.
Dairy State Bank's mobile app gives you full control of your finances. Misplace your debit card? Simply turn it off and no one else can use it. When you find the card, you turn it back on. You can also set spending limits. Great if your kids have a card. These and other features like mobile deposit let you bank from anywhere, anytime. Dairy State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Dairy State Bank. And we're back here at Plum City High School. Vikings finally on the board, 42-8. You could see it was going to happen sometime today. They kept doing good things with the ball, and then turnovers reared their head. This time, no turnovers on this drive.
Yeah, good job by the whole team there to keep their heads up and get a touchdown.
All right, Vikings getting ready to kick off. Austin Schindler to kick it away. Drive is deep. And the kickoff is fumbled, and it's still loose on the ground, and fallen on by Elmwood Plum City. Finally fallen on by Ryden Carson, and he's still down. He had a couple Vikings come flying in on top of him as they were all going for the ball, and we have a timeout on the field to deal with an injured player. So while they take care of him with 4:09 to go in the game, you're through the football. Mike, Webcasting Network at NLWN-TV.
Freedom. It's at the core of who we are. The freedom to live without fear, to jog where we please, to wear a hoodie. The freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
We're back here at Plum City High School. I was off the field and just stunned a little bit. That's still a quarterback. Asher, he gets out across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Gain of about, well, we're going to say 8 yards, second down 2. And now we have another player down, and this is another leg cramp. And I bet this is Asher again. It is. He's got a bunch of yards tonight. And once again, Elmwood Plum City, they do everything on the ground. Yeah. And while we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that the NLWN-TV and Northern Light Webcasting Network would like to encourage Colfax parents. Make sure you participate in this year's Fall Parent-Teacher Conferences being held next week, Monday and Thursday from 4 to 8 p.m. Be part of that education triangle. Your child, your teacher, you. Wolves at the line of scrimmage. And Fred got met in the backfield. Looked like a little zig when there should have been a zag. I believe the tailback went the other direction. And Webb was looking for that read option, and there was nobody to read off of. And he got hit hard in the backfield for a loss of, well, let's say about 4 yards. Third down, 6 for the Wolves. At the, it doesn't matter because whoever got it, then Luther on the carry.
Hey, Cam!
Where was this in the first 3 quarters? Brings up 4th down, and with a loss of a couple more, 4th and about 8 for Elmwood Plum City. Dropping back is Ensminger for the Vikings. He's anticipating a punt. Bryden Carson back in punt formation for the Wolves. And Elmwood Plum City doesn't quite have the right personnel on the field, so they call a timeout. 2:39 to go in this one. Elmwood Plum City 42, Vikings 8. Your team, Viking football, Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
Back here at Plum City High School. Wolves come up to the line of scrimmage in punt formation. Arson back to kick it away. And for the Vikings. And the Vikings have an extra player on the field. Yeah. And Vikings had some personnel confusion. There'll be offsides against the Vikings. It will not be enough for a first down. Looks like Cameron Molina was a little confused about where he needed to be and when he needed to be there. So the 5-yard penalty makes it 4th and 4. And we'll try it again. Watch out for Webb. He's kind of lined up where he could take the snap. There's the snap. And the kick.
Marty, stop running! Go on, stop running!
Anyway, the Vikings have it as the ball rolls dead at the 35-yard line. They'll have it first down with 1:30 to go in the game.
I stare you down all the time. No, I had to.
Vikings come up to the line. Often split out wide to the right. And Stinger to the left. Now we have a whistle and another timeout being called by Elmwood Plum City. 1:17 to go, and your
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Elmwood High School. Vikings up to the line of scrimmage. First down, 10 yards to go. Right at their own 30-yard line. 1:17 remaining. Gibson takes the snap, drops back, looking downfield. He unloads it to the right side. Hoffman comes back for it, but can't quite pull it in. Tanner Hoffman tried to come back and get it. Just a little short. Second down, 10 yards to go, inside of a minute. Probably get one more play in, maybe two. Stinger out wide to the right, Hoffman to the left. Gibson takes a snap, throws it out into the flat. He's got Hoffman on the slant, and he's got it out to about the 45-yard line. 35 seconds remaining. Vikings come up to the line. And quick toss out to the left side. It's complete and taken down at the 50-yard line. That probably will be the last play of the game. 17 seconds left. 10 seconds. This will be the last play of the game. Gibson drops back, looking downfield. He's got time, and we're going to have a holding penalty called against the Vikings. Gibson unloads it, and it's intercepted, and I thought I heard a whistle. And that's the end of the game. Final score, Elmwood Plum City Wolves 42. Vikings 8, moving back to Viking postgame. Right after this timeout, your team. Football or the Light Webcasting Network NLWN-TV.
This has been Colfax Viking Football, live on the Northern Light Webcasting Network. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network in conjunction with Colfax High School. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Viking Postgame, where I'll look back at today's game.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Jules, spot on this last one. There it is.
Keep going with it. Leo! They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Time now for Viking Postgame, with our wrap-up of today's Colfax Vikings game. And now, back out to the stadium.
And we're back here at Plum City High School. Rick Olson on the Petchow. Vikings come up on the short end of a 42-8 score. Elmwood Plum City Wolves. And Vikings are pretty disappointed right now.
That was my own auto teacher.
Really?
I know who that is. Can't be a Colfax player. So I look at the roster and I see the last name. Maybe I forget I've been out of high school for 10 years, 12 years.
Yeah, like you said, Vikings played better in a lot of respects. Got it, damn it, turnovers.
They were little back.
Yeah.
Junior in high school, we're back, what, 5, 6 years old? 7?
There you go. And they keep getting their back foot to the wall, and the Vikings just got to stop those turnovers, and that'll get the team going the way they want, because they were doing a lot of great things tonight. Trying to control the ball, and just wasn't going to work out there. Yeah. So, since Dan mentioned that, let's remind you one more time, next week the Vikings play host with the Glenwood City Hilltoppers. We'll have all the action for you right here on Friday the 20th. It's simulcast on both Northern Light Webcasting Network, audio service, and our YouTube channel at NLWN-TV. Viking pregame starts at 6:45 p.m. Live play-by-play begins at 6:55. And Viking volleyball team is going to travel over to Glenwood City on Tuesday when they take on the Hilltoppers, 7 p.m. match. Then on Thursday, the Hilltoppers come over to Colfax for another 7 p.m. Cross-country team is in action this next week. Monday, Viking cross-country team will be hosting the sub-sectional cross-country meet at the golf course. That actually starts about 3:15, and that all leads up to the sectional cross-country meet in Durand on Saturday.
I'll tell you what,
and this reminder, there is no school for students next Friday, October 23rd, but don't forget, we have Viking football right here on Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. So, for Rick Olson, Dan Petchow, John Bellens on the camera, Ainsley Olson on the switcher, and Monroe helping us out with everything else. That final score once again, Elmwood Plum City Wolves 42, Vikings 8. You've been tuned to Viking Postgame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You've been listening to Viking Postgame, a wrap-up of today's Colfax Vikings game. You can catch Colfax Vikings games by tuning in any of the Northern Light Webcasting Network outlets. This has been a production of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
the screen.